The builder showed up and I'm not sure he's thrilled about me making the video, so I'm gonna finish it in my truck. Oftentimes production builders rush through to the next step before it's time to actually start the next step, and that's what we have here today. At the pre-drywall stage, I like to look at the entirety of the exterior of the house to make sure that the weather barrier is installed properly. Now, how am I supposed to do that when siding's already here? Now let me show you why it's a problem. You can see that we've used this styrofoam sheathing on the outside of the house. Now, while I have some issues with it, like we have some holes and everything with it, my biggest problem is that this is meant to be continuous exterior insulation to reduce thermal bridging. Now, how is it supposed to do that whenever we did not make it continuous? And this is happening in several spots. This one's a little smaller. We have one down here, and the biggest one is right here. These openings are exactly what this product is supposed to prevent. Now that and other things are going on the outside of this house, only on the areas that I can see because they haven't put the brick up yet. But under the siding, I have no idea what's going on. Probably the same thing. This next thing though, so whenever I do these inspections, it's just before insulation and drywall goes in, usually. And so that means the house should be dried in to the point where it is resisting all elements from the exterior, moisture. Tell me if you think this is dried in. Missing windows. Now granted, these two are missing, but the rest of them are installed, but we have missing windows. Also, unfinished roof sections. Now this is clearly an awning, but still it is unfinished roof, so I wouldn't consider this to be dried in personally. However, we are already installing insulation. I'm not trying to get those guys on video, but they are here putting up all the insulation in the exterior walls right now during the inspection. Let's go on about when this inspection was scheduled. They wanted me to come out yesterday. And yeah, that would have been fine. I was booked yesterday, I couldn't come out. They talked about this late last week. The builder said they gave them 1 day to do the inspection. The realtor said, hey, we can't do that. We want it to be the next morning. And so here I am on a Tuesday morning. I show up to do this inspection, and this is how I find it in. Now, had I been able to do this yesterday, do you think it would have been any different? Because I don't think it would have been any different. They would have just taken my report and still slammed insulation in here today. We still wouldn't have windows. We still wouldn't have the roof finished. The builder showed up and I'm not sure he's thrilled about me making the video, so I'm gonna finish it in my truck. To my point, I wanna say that in production building, we overpromise and underdeliver. And I really think we need to turn that around. Like, I get it. When you tell somebody you can have their house done by X date, they're gonna expect that. So why don't you stop over promising and telling them you can have it done so quickly and give yourself enough time to do it right and have it inspected right and have everything come together so you don't have all these problems on the backside. So something interesting happened. The builder came up to me and said, hey, did you get everything done you needed to do? And I said, no, they're putting in insulation so I couldn't see things. And he said, do you want me to have them stop? So he had them stop. I respect him for that. It doesn't really do much. I mean, they still had half of it in, so I couldn't see there. And they're just going to put it in an hour anyway, so it doesn't really do a whole lot, but it does show that he at least gave me the opportunity to do my job.